Welcome everybody, it's Juggalo Gaming. I'm Jonathan80315 and welcome back. This is a special video, for Let's Try GG. But before we start, we gotta play the intro. All right, welcome back, everybody. So before we get started, just remember to like, comment, and subscribe on any of my videos. Right there, showing you how to hit subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Okay, I finally got a lot of things working for Streamlabs. Updates messed up my audio. It's messed up Streamlabs itself. Well, not Streamlabs, but my Gato Stream Deck. The updates for it messed up a lot of stuff. Not going to get into that, but yeah, I've done. I tried to do this video earlier and got messed up, so I'm sorry about that. I did just watch episode 4 when I originally did this video. So that was about 3 hours ago when I watched it. Also, he liked my comment and said he recorded a bunch of videos ahead of time. So, not much you can do there. But like I said, this video is mainly for Let's Try GG, along with maybe some other people that might want to get into balloon tower defense. So I'm going to go ahead and X out the browser. Let's load up Bloons Tower Defense 6. I'm going to check game audio real quick. Yeah, it's not that loud. My voice is definitely louder. Great. Okay. So I wanted to bring up a couple things that would be way too long for comments. That's why I'm doing video format. It's easier. So I know you recently did get the more valuable bananas. Mind you, this is for the valuable bananas upgrade on the farm. So that would be the second one on the middle path, which I prefer getting anyways. But also know your monkey money that you get is needed for upgrades. So to get this upgrade, you need to have 3 points in the tree. It could be anywhere. To get this upgrade, you need 8 points in the tree. It could be anywhere. But you also have to go in order, right? Once you get here, all these will cost 250 plus a monkey knowledge point. Obviously, this one will be 500 for each of these, and these ones are 1,000 of, monkey money. So, wanted to bring some of that stuff up. Let's see. See if I can remember this. So you definitely want to be collecting all these, even if it's just a little bit of cash. And you definitely want to be doing your maps in all difficulties and all game modes. Yes, hard's going to give you technically the most XP, because you also have more waves throughout the normal rounds, right? Because once you go into free play, there is a severe cutoff of your XP. Like, you barely make any in free play. Also, I didn't mention in the comments that all your XP is so you get, I explained it in the comment as if you got, I think I said like 100 XP for one wave. At the end of that wave, you get rewarded the XP, and it splits between all your monkeys. So if you have 9 snipers and 1 dart monkey, that's 90 XP goes to snipers, and 10 would go to a dart, because it's a 9-to-1 ratio for that example. So definitely, like I said in the comment, buy the ones you want upgraded first. Like, try to stack them as much as possible so they can take the majority of the XP. It also means the more extra towers you have on the field, the less XP that's going towards them, right? So obviously you don't get that much money on easy, but each one would give you like 15, right? And once you do all easy, you get the bronze border. Medium, you get the silver, I think. I might have one that's silver here. We got a lot of maps black border. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Yeah, silver you get for medium because I haven't done all the hard ones on this map. But anyways, we're gonna go into a run here. Just sandbox mode. That way I have infinite money. I was actually, when I did this video earlier, I was like, oh man, I gotta make so much money to show off some of this stuff. So I got all the towers, play occasionally, not as much anymore, but there's a couple things I wanted to bring up. So first off, your powers. So there is now Banana Farmer Pro and Banana Farmers. So Banana Farmers are always in the game. All the yellow ones were already in the game, basically. Banana Farmers, so if you would go, let's just do an example. For a banana farm, if you would go the top path, right, and then we get the valuable bananas, you would have to have your mouse here to collect. The banana farmer itself basically has a range and would collect everything in its range. So if you get top path, definitely get a banana farmer. Is what I would normally say. There's a but on that. Pet bots are pretty cool because they will allow you to automate your abilities down at the bottom. But now we have Banana Farmer Pros. They're pretty cool because they actually have an upgrade tree. I can bring up the upgrades here. So the top half will be like map wide collection. They're pretty good. So once you get to the top one there, it's pretty much map wide. It collects the bananas from everywhere. Middle path is probably my favorite. They'll make it so that you can, the banana farmer can be camo banana. The middle one for that would be a banana farmer can target a banana farm to produce regrow bananas. So you would have to target it. The one you target produces regrow. And the final one, all banana farms within the radius can produce the regrow and camos. The targeted farm always produces regrows. And that's extra bananas. And I love that. That's extra money. The bottom path is for banks. So that's pretty cool. There are 2 pro powers that we have. They were newly implemented. Another thing I wanted to show off is the Mermonkey. Its bottom path is a delay tactic. So we're going to send some balloons here. Send like 100 fucking red balloons. So you can see what it does. So it delays them quite a bit. More monkeys actually popping them. And then they'll eventually go back on the path. Let's bring out 5 of these. Oh, there we go. I was going to say you should trigger. So it delays. It's pretty cool. I love that. The top when you get to the Lord of the Abyss, by the way, there's strong Moab killers. Basically, I'll explain this. Top path for the Mermonkey is Moab killing, basically. Where your middle path is, also as your ability, is for mass amount of blues. We'll say it that way. But once you have this one, which I kind of put him in a bad place, he creates, like, and it has to be the final one, the Lord of the Abyss, mind you. He creates water around him, technically. So that will allow you to place, you know, boats and subs on grass maps. So he's super cool. I love him. For that. Let's see here. It's a great power, to be honest. The Beast Handlers upgrades. Megalodon upgrade is for more Moab damage, or the blimps. You have your middle path, which is power, and the bottom path will actually do like a return, basically, right? So you can go clear up to the fourth one, but as you can see here, it requires 4 more of those. There is a merging effect with Beast Handlers. What I got it set to? I'm just gonna get a couple of them. So we're gonna merge him. Which one did I not merge? Oh, it's because he's maxed. So now you can get this, but he can also get more. He's only at 84 out of 132 power. I don't want to merge him. So that's gonna get him clear up to 100. And I think I probably need one more than that. Yeah, he's at 116 now. Yeah. It takes a lot. Beast Handlers. All right, he's pretty much maxed. So basically, I want him to drop the balloons back at the beginning of the track. It's already there. Put it a little bit closer so you can see the selection there. So now if we, let's see here. Just put like 50 blimps coming. He's gonna kill that. I know I got him full power, but I kind of wanted to show off. So yeah, this is the range, but he's also connected to these guys' range. You can see it constantly pulling them back to the beginning. Maybe he can't grab the ZOMGs. In that case. I think he's just popping it too quickly. He's pulling from there. They're clipping into his range. No, let's go with middle Moab. You should be stuck to first, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it's grabbing them, taking them. Back to the beginning. Yeah, he's pretty cool. You want some severe damage, though. Let's move him over to here. Like I said, the top half. Now, mind you, right? We need that water by them. Damn. Okay. By him. I misclicked that. They're by water, so I can get the top half. We'll get rid of him. We're just gonna sell all these guys off. Not what I wanted to do. Hit merge. All right. Now let's go back and we'll send 50 more ZOMGs. But once they get in the range of him, the shark just pulls them, the Megalodon just pulls them in. Yeah. I don't have balloon cleanup. I don't have very good balloon cleanup here, so let's go ahead here. Get Popsided. That was a poor showing, Popsided. I had the effects off. He has some pretty cool effects. Let's see here. So yeah, Desperado has some pretty cool things. His upgrades. So I don't know if I really want to go into a lot of his stuff. So his camo detection. But he has Blazing Sun, which is like super fast, like close range. He attacks faster the further the balloons are away from him with that one. And the fewer amount of balloons will actually speed him up. So like if you want a Desperado, probably the best way to do him would be like have him barely covering some track. That way, yeah, there's very little balloons and he can attack super quick. And then I usually go middle path with most of his other upgrades. And then with the middle path upgrade itself, I don't want him out of the range of other towers. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about bottom path here in a little bit, but so the middle path, I usually go with the bottom two, which gives him a buff if he's alone. Now, other Desperados that have the Wanderer perk won't affect, but if you have any other towers, it'll drop the buff. And then he attacks faster with more balloons who are within range with this one. So you want him to be relatively close to the track, but you want to keep other towers away from him, if that makes sense. Desert Storm is really cool. Now I'm going to talk about Golden Justice because it's a money maker. It marks balloons, so you get extra cash for the marked balloons. And then the Golden Justice can actually buff a tower as well temporarily. So you can see I got 3 stacks of Wonder, 3 stacks of that. If I put another Desperado there, you'll see now that went to 3 and 2. But if he has that, you can see it's back up to 3-3. So other Desperados don't affect him, but other towers will. And there's no way to put that back to 3 without getting rid of that tower. So you want him to be a little solo. So this is middle path. I could go either way with him. So look at Desert Phantom there. So this is the buff skill. So if I select, Warrior Abyss, well, let's not select one real quick. You can see his range right here. If I buff him, you can see the range increase, his attack speed increases, and other things like that. It's a temporary buff. So here in a little bit, that buff's going to run out. Don't know if it will run out without any balloons on the screen though. So let's just send 50 more ZOMGs. And they're pretty strong. I like them. So, Mark, the buff already ran out. So yeah, the newer powers are pretty good. They have their advantages. I think that's about it for in-game. Now, like I said, with the Banana Farmer Pro, I do prefer the top path. Originally, I did prefer the bottom path because the marketplace does grant money automatically without a farmer being or you needing to highlight over the area. So I always kind of mix and match if I had top path or middle path. I don't know if you actually get more from top path, but with this, you definitely do get more cash. I think that's about it in game that I want to talk about. So let's head home. Oh look, I got a free banana farmer. Okay. There was something else. But yeah, definitely collect these, increase money. I mean, don't obsess over trying to get some achievement until you're like really late game. Heroes, yes. Now, originally, Benjamin was my guy as well. I'm very economy, I like making more money because I can put more damage powers out. So the heroes I like. I like Solaris, which is the new ice hero. He does a lot of good buffs to ice powers. I've done a lot of good work with her. For him. I don't know. Gender. It sounds like girls think so. Phyllis. Sounds. You never know. I mean, it's a monkey. Whatever. Benjamin. Like I said, he was like one of my main powers I like. Etienne at rank 8. He gives every power camo detection, so he's pretty cool. I like Sada as well. And Adora is probably one of my more favorite ones because I was in a phase of getting the Dark True Sun God, which if you have Adora within range, she becomes Dark Adora. I mean, the skin is Void Adora, but then having the dark on top of it is pretty cool. But even like her normal skin would turn like black, pretty cool. Gerardo is good for your Paragons because in his shop you can buy Paragon totems, which could help. That is at level 20, by the way. But the Paragon totems can help increase your Paragons to a higher level. Speaking of Paragons, they are based off of when you need all 3 of the tier 5s to get a Paragon. and then they cost a crap load of money. They also take a lot of experience to unlock, so don't stop getting the experience for like the Dart Monkey and the other towers that have Paragons. By the way, Sniper Paragon would be a PSO, along with Super Monkey Paragon if that would be ever a thing. But besides the point, based on number of pops, the extra money you use when creating a Paragon, and any Paragon totems, I believe that's it. I think I'm missing one. Depends on the Paragon level. So, Dart Monkey has Paragon. Boomerang has Paragon. Bomb Shooter has Paragon. Axe Shooter has Paragon. Ice Monkey now has a Paragon. That's a relatively newer one. The Monkey Sub has Paragon. The Monkey Buccaneer has Paragon, which is really strong. The Monkey Ace has Paragon, another really strong one. The Wizard has Paragon. The Ninja has Paragon. The Spike Factory has Paragon. And the Engineer has Paragon. And now we're back to the beginning. So, a lot of Paragons. They're all super strong. As far as monkey knowledge goes, it really doesn't matter what order you get them in, because you will get enough to get all of them. It takes a while, but you will get enough. Support's pretty cool. I'll admit that. But this one is the Dark Adora one, I believe. You get the dark one. That's super cool. I can actually show that off. Let's go back into here. And I'm just doing easy. I click on easy setting your sandbox. All right. So like I said, to get the Dark Adora, which I don't know if you can get it on sandbox. I think you can. All right. Say this is our temple. All right. And depending on the sacrifices, I forget. I think it's. I used to know it. I think it's like 50,000 or 100,000 worth of power. I think it's like 50. Right? I think it's 50,000 of each type. Usually, the first one I will do primary, military, and magic. I won't do support in the first one. I'll do support when I do the True Sun God. And I think it actually is a little bit higher than 50,000 for True Sun God that you need for each type to get the maxed out temple, right? I'm not worried about the maxed out temple. So to get the Dark Dora / Dark Temple, you need the other super monkeys. The anti-balloon. And the Legend of the Night. You also need a Dora within range. And she needs to be max level. I believe that's it. Just in case, we're going to go ahead and get these on him. And then when you do this, I might not be able to do it. Yeah, it doesn't work in sandbox, I don't think. Unless I'm forgetting a step. This is what she looks like normally with that. I believe I have a game where I had the Dark Temple. Do I? Did I do it in this one? I did. So that's what she looks like with the dark. So that's the Dark True Sun God. This is pretty much every Paragon. I think most of them are in 80s. So I'm not on the Bomb Shooter Paragon. I might not have been out when I was doing this one. But I could do that real quick. So yeah, you have a cash slider. And this will sacrifice all 3 tier 5 upgrades. So they're all gone. And now he's there. Oh, that's a low. Yeah, this one might have been a little bit older. It had Spike Factory. I knew Bomb Shooter was relatively new. Also means this one's new. Oof. All right, so I'm definitely getting max because I still have extra money. So that's max on the slider. He was only 76. But yes, so I have the airship. I have the sub in here somewhere. Wizard Monkey's there. The Monkey Buccaneer's there. The Monkey sub. Boomerang Monkey. I could just get them. Do I have the... Oh, there's the Dart Monkey. There's the Ninja. There's some Alchemist up here. Do I have... I was looking for... Probably somewhere within there. Do I not have the Engineer Paragon? Maybe not. I think it's because I was still ultra boosting here. This is level 360, around 365. Let's see how well this goes. I'm at 32 minutes real quick, so I kind of end this video soon. Mind you, I have my stacks off. I always lose track of my mouse when it's this cluttered. I have to move my mouse around a little bit to kind of like see where my mouse is, and then I'll try to track my mouse. And it's worse on this map, I think, because the mouse kind of blends in a lot with the background. I think I should. There's like time to select some of them. So let's see if we beat round 365. I get this would be good for it. Looks like it. That's super cool. It's amazing everything. It's dark in there. I think they do follow my mouse. Probably slow down everything. Oh, I got auto start on. Okay, that's enough. You got to see a little bit. Well, very high round. A lot of bads. So, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. But yeah, just it's a lot to do on this game, regardless. I mean, it's hard to play the game. So, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.